So yeah, I think this is definitely the end of the zucchini, we could say. I'm not sure exactly how cold it got last night. It was about 27 when I looked this morning. The lettuce looks a little frosty, but when the sun comes out, it actually might recover. But it's about end of lettuce season anyway. And then just the baby lettuce. It actually looks okay, the spinach. So yeah, it's October. We're definitely pushing it for garden times, but it's probably just a good rule of thumb to put a cover on every night at this point. I didn't see that in the forecast, that that dip. I guess you have to look every single day because you never know when it's going to drop. But I think normally it's been 40s overnight, but last night it just got really cold, down to the 20s. So close call. But yeah, definitely the end of the zucchini, unfortunately. I guess if I really wanted to have a zucchini, I could have covered it because there was one growing, but not this year. All right, one thing I'm dying to know is what we ever got for potatoes. So I got to dump that out. Not too bad. Maybe enough for dinner. But to be fair, I really only cut up about 3 or 4 rotten potatoes, seeding potatoes out of the kitchen. And they were just small red potatoes to begin with, so I wasn't expecting them to get too large. This one's a decent size. That's about the size they were when I was cutting them up. But hey, that's something. Well, despite the frost, the days are actually really warm, and we are having the best weather we've ever had during the fall. So we're taking advantage of that, going back to work, working on the retaining wall, the outer Rockscape retaining wall. So Brian's moving some more rocks, and that's what we're going to do this weekend. Try to get it all done. Looks a little nicer on this side of the wall. So moose are right there. Brian's right there. So lots of good eating on this property for if you like aspens. And because of the season, there's been quite a few bull moose around. They're all sort of courting this female. Here's a little young bull trying to see if he's got a shot at it. But mornings are definitely more brisk now. It's a little chilly in the air, a little chilly. But everything's turning yellow, and a lot of the trees that turned yellow already lost their leaves already. We've had a lot of breezy weather.
We got the last grove to turn yellow on our property.
Yeah.
The sun.
I think the way that the sun is and keeps things pretty warm, the trees that are closest to our house are the last to turn yellow. So it's like, just holding on. But some of them are yellow and some of the leaves are already gone. So It's happening fast. October and suddenly fall's here and then it'll be over in 2 weeks. So after Brian gets back from the dump, we'll be back on that corner, finishing up the rock terracing there on the outer retaining wall.
Stick it right here. It's about the top of it's maybe about the height of that. I'll just make a little flat spot here. And then we can get some more rocks to build to this way. Then we'll have like another little terrace.
Okay.
And then we'll just use smaller rocks to just kind of.
Little piece of snakeskin. I was just saying there's no snakes up here. At least I've never seen one. Well, one time in 4 years, but I thought if we had snakes, they'd be living in that pile of rocks, and that's where I found it. So, but it's a baby snake. Look how tiny that skin is. Well, folks, it's another rocky day in the Rocky Mountains. Rocks forever, right? So we did a lot more with putting rocks up on different levels and putting them all along the side of the outside of the retaining wall there. So yeah, a lot of dirt and a lot of sweat, and we are having awesome fall that we've had in 3 years. So this is really the most perfect weather. Other than the drought, the temperatures are mild, sky, everything's sunny and really pleasant and pretty. And the moose, what can I say? Wild Mutual of Omaha. It's like what it is over here. So let me just give you a little bit of a tour, just to kind of see the different levels of the rock wall. Okay, so let's get the view first coming up on the corner directly. You can see there's like another little front terrace here to the main one that Brian was working on last weekend. So as we get closer, you can see this is the giant rock that he moved. And this is where the drainage pipe comes out. So he's wanting to put a tree here. So an evergreen tree in this terrace area. And then the idea was to just put up a bunch of rock against the side of the hill. You know, not structural, but just to cover the dirt. So I've been taking rocks out of this pile, which is full of thorny rose bushes, which you got to be careful of. And there's just so many right here. And then just kind of chucking them up here. So if we walk up here, you'll see the top of the initial hardscape right here. And we put a bunch more rock right here. So we'll probably just keep filling it in. You know, this could be something you can add to every single day. Just keep throwing down rocks because Lord knows we have plenty. And planted a few shrubs. So sadly, some of them are just ready for the winter. These were things that came out of the driveway. This surprise was still alive. I just haven't watered anything. And you know how nothing's been getting any rain. We left a couple of native sage right here because they grow anywhere. Moved the cypress onto this corner. And then lo and behold, look at all the rock. Okay, let me come up from the other angle. So you can see the different levels right here. And then we just basically plastered rock all along the side of the hill. All along the slope there. So it follows the retaining wall. And then eventually this would be grassed in. Do have a little step access here so I can get to the beehives. Oh good, Brian put another little rock step there for me. And then we'll just do different, you know, landscaping. We'll put different shrubs and flowers along the outside steps. And we'll finish that up as well. So all in all, pretty good day to work outside and move a bunch of stone. Brian's taking a break right now so he can go ride his bike up and down the hill. I guess he just needed to relax. But I'm going to keep throwing down some rock until the sun goes down, until things cool off. But thanks guys for joining in. I wanted to keep you updated on what we're doing this weekend. So you'll want to stay tuned for our next video where we get you up to date on our staircase. So that is what we're going to be working on next after we get done with playing with all these rocks.